This is a rough review for me. I was supposed to do the Return of the Obra Dinn, and I had one play session and figured out I'm not smart enough for puzzle games. It happens. So in the meantime, I was playing my Switch on lunch at work, and I played all of this game called...
This game. You played Splatoon, I bet.
It's a very long title. That's why I gotta Google it.
BioShock Infinite 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
Oh, it's that weird 2-pack thing.
Yes, the weird 2-pack thing. But it doesn't have Tupac in it.
Rest in peace.
Imagine if he did the soundtrack for that.
That would be insane. I would then be incentivized to play a fucking Nintendo game.
Right. Well, that leads me into my review. This is the Mario game responsible for turning him into a furry. He has a cat suit with the freaking neck bracelet thing, the girdle on his neck.
Collar?
Yeah.
There you
and some people will say, no, actually you're stupid. It was Super Mario 3 that turned him into a furry because he had the raccoon suit. Raccoons are okay. They're cool. Cat suits are not acceptable. You don't see furries walking around in a raccoon suit. You see them walking around in a cat suit. That's the difference.
Anything I say is going to out my power level, so I'm just gonna not touch that.
You're telling me you've seen a guy walking around in a raccoon suit?
I mean, I've seen plenty of furries in my lifetime.
And they were cats and dogs, weren't they?
Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
my point is proven.
I feel like if one would be a raccoon, that would be slightly less cringe. Because everyone wants to be a raccoon anyways. Because we're all like, I'm tired. I eat garbage. I have depression. Right. Which is true.
You don't operate at night. I sleep during the day.
You do.
Trash Panda. Yes.
He got which raccoon you rocking with?
The Sly Cooper one.
I like the one with the big dumpy.
Of course you do.
They all have big dumpies. It's so weird. Just like pear shaped.
Oh, that's something
Bubbles, psychopath.
Nope. Hold,
Ivan,
please.
the alcoholic.
Hold, please. There are technically 12 levels in this game. 12 worlds. Imagine pretty much any Super Mario game. You've got World 1, Level 1. There's 12 worlds technically in this game. I made it to 9. Because there's this super cool life system where each death takes away a life, and you gotta stockpile up the lives. Otherwise, it resets like all the cool bonuses that are in the world, and you have to go farm lives to get over the spot that you're stuck on. So it didn't completely wipe my save file, which would have really caused some hate crimes, but it did put me... I went all the way down to 0, and it gave me like 5 freebies and said, go farm. And I said, fuck you. So, yeah, there's all the normal level environments that you can imagine that you've seen in every Mario game. There's the ice level, there's the green level, there's the fire level, there's some water levels. There's this cool dinosaur guy that Mario likes to ride on, like down a whitewater rapid style level, and those were kind of cool. There's a couple of those sprinkled in. There are 3 stars in every level and a stamp, and you have the ability to reach the top of the flagpole at the end of every level. So there's 3 things that completionists have to do in order to get 100%, and I had a lot of fun going back to old levels that had previously kicked my ass and try to hunt down like the stamp thing or try to get 100%. It's baked into the game. If you have the furry suit on, you can grab onto the flagpole and climb up to the top, which is a pretty cool power. Honestly, the cat suit was OP through the whole thing. I was trying to have other suits, and the game like kind of forces you to be like, nope, you need the furry suit for this level. It's built for that. And
you know what else is built for the fursuit?
I don't want to know.
Your asshole. Continue.
You are wrong. My ass is built for the cat suit. What else? Oh, this game has the ability to have same screen co-op, which was kind of weird. I didn't try it, but you can have up to 4 people running around collecting stuff and things. There were twice, I think, that you had to be a certain character to press the button to get the thing. And that was kind of lame, I thought, because I was just running the whole thing as Mario. Each different character, Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach, I think, have like different running animations and like different double jumps or like a couple of tiny little things like that. So I was just used to how Mario worked. That's what I was running with. But to get like the last secret of the level to hit the end and be like, oh yeah, I gotta change over to freaking Toad because I have that button to press. Whatever, I guess.
Can you explain the weird 2-pack thing to me?
Yes. So
I think this is a re-release.
So there were 6 levels, and I hit the end of the 6th level, and it was like, wow, congratulations, you beat the game, roll credits. Oh, by the way, that's only half the game. And I guess that's a tradition in Mario games, because I remember hitting the end of Odyssey and being like, that's it? I spent the money for this and got rid of it. And now that I think about it, there was that level at the end that I was running around in afterwards that was like really big, and I guess there was more to that. But yeah, I guess it's a running tradition of like there's half the game hidden behind the credits in a Mario game. I don't know.
Weird. So is it like was it originally a DLC thing?
I'm getting there.
What? Okay.
Finished the 6 worlds, saw the credits, tried making my way through, made it another quarter of the game through. Said, okay, I'm done. I'm not farming for lives anymore. Went back to the main menu, and then you can just move right over to Bowser's Fury like it's a separate game. This one is kind of like a really huge level from Super Mario Odyssey, or whatever that last one is. It's just an open world thing. Bowser is drowned in evil goo and goes evil, and Bowser Jr. says, actually, I don't like my dad and I need your help to kick his ass. So Mario has to run around, and it's like if you were to make this in a level editor, you would start with a giant square of water. It's a whole bunch of islands that are connected, and you ride the little dinosaur guy to get to the different islands, and it goes all the way around in a circle, and then I guess eventually at the end there's something right in the middle, because that's where Bowser and all his evil goo is sitting. You get hurt when you touch the black evil goo, so you got to do the levels that are unlocked, and as you progress and collect more, I think there were suns, golden suns, it unlocks more and more islands around the map. So each island had, I think, 6 or 7 suns that you could collect. There was like the initial one, and it turns on the lighthouse at the end, and the lighthouse goes wee, and then you could like run it again, and this time try to collect all the red coins, or there are some speed challenges, like run this route and collect all the blue coins as within the time limit, or like different things like that on the same island. It was really big. I kept getting lost. I got about halfway through Bowser's Fury, and I kind of ran out of, like, I had done all of the islands that I had, and done, like, a lot of the challenges. There was always, like, that weird one that was sticking out, like, I can't figure this out, I'm not good enough gamer. But yeah, I was like trying to hit the last island that unlocked, and I just couldn't find it. I kept going in circles. It was like, yeah, no, what? So yeah, it was. I don't remember. I want to say it was unreleased DLC. It might have been released. I can find out for you during your review. Music is fun. The voice acting is fun.
Mario go woo.
Yep. In Bowser's Fury, there was this really weird mechanic, I guess. You could call it a day-night cycle, I guess, where every once in a while Bowser gets pissed off and he turns the sky to night and he's just freaking blowing fire up your ass, and you gotta hide from the fire, or you gotta ring the bell to become the giant cat that is... It turns it into like Godzilla versus King Kong, but it's Bowser versus Mario the furry guy. And yeah. The biggest thing from this was that there are these magic cubes hidden all over the place that you have to like hide behind and get Bowser to blow his fire breath up your ass, but instead it melts these magic blocks. And you can't have him do that in the daytime when you're running around safe. I just found it kind of annoying that he kept getting pissed off, because it would interrupt what I was trying to do in collecting suns, and it'd be like, oh, now I have to sit here and hide from the bad guy while I'm like almost done getting this last thing. Like, of course, figures. I don't know. It was kind of annoying.
What's your playtime look like?
Ooh, I would say a solid 12 hours.
For both portions?
Yeah, for all of it. I don't know. You could give or take a couple of hours. I'd say probably 12 to 16 hours. And again, that's not everything. That's about 3/4 of the way through the OG game and about half-ish through Bowser's Fury, which sounds pretty unimpressive, but it was a long time of just like trying to grind everything. I was kind of wondering if on the OG game, if every level has the flag on the corner of it. It's kind of like 2.5D looking down on the world, the map for all the levels, and it shows the flagpole. It's a red flag playing as Mario if you didn't get all the way to the tippity top, and it's a golden flag if you did get all the way to the tippity top. So I tried a couple of times with like different characters to see if it would give me a flag for each character, like running through and completing it that way, and it didn't. I don't know if there's any like reward for doing that at the end of the game. I would imagine, but there was no indicator saying that I had done every level with every character. It would just change that flag to whoever I ran the level with last.
Right. Price?
I think that's really it. I'm pretty sure I got this for $45. Obviously Mario titles and just Nintendo exclusive titles pretty much don't come down in price. They're always $60. So it's kind of hard to suggest it for a single dude that's like my age, just an adult trying to play some Mario. So I would personally want like a little bit more of a discount, because $45 for 12 to 16 hours is a little steep. But if you got kids, and especially plural, they can all play as all the Mario characters and run around and cause craziness in this game. I can see how that would be tons of fun. It'd be much easier to suggest this for that scenario, but I mean, I was playing this at work, and it's fun just having something at work that isn't a mobile game. So
that's fair. Are you going to be going back and completing anything further?
No, I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna sell it back to GameStop and try to get more money out of it.
Understandable.
Try to support my bad habits.